Day 76. First given name. Last family name. In this dialogue, Alex teaches Kim about the terms first name and last name in English. Kim learns that the first name is the same as the given name, and the last name is the family name. This exchange helps Kim understand and correctly use these common terms in English. Here comes the dialogue. Hi, I'm Alex. What's your name?
Hello, Alex. I'm Kim Johnson.
Nice to meet you, Kim. By the way, do you know in English we often say first name and last name?
Oh, I've heard that. But what do they mean exactly?
Well, first name is the same as your given name. It's the name your parents chose for you. Like my first name is Alex.
I see. So my first name is Kim, right?
Exactly. And last name means your family name. It's the name you share with your family.
Ah, so in my case, Johnson is my last name.
Right. Your last name or family name is Johnson. It's common in many cultures to have a family name.
Interesting. So, in full, it's first name then last name.
Yes, in most English-speaking countries, we usually say the first name first and the last name second.
Now I get it. So, first name is given name and last name is family name. Is that correct?
You've got it, Kim. That's exactly right. Do you understand why we use these terms now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for explaining, Alex. It's much clearer now.
Day 77. Have lost track of... In this dialogue, Sam uses the expression, I sure have lost track of the time talking with you, to convey that he was so absorbed in the conversation with Ella that he didn't notice how much time had passed. Ella asks for clarification on this phrase, and Sam explains it, highlighting their enjoyable and engaging exchange. Here comes the dialogue.
Hey Sam, how was your weekend?
Hi Ella, it was great, thanks. I visited the new science museum downtown. How about yours?
Oh, that sounds fun. I just relaxed at home. Did you see anything interesting at the museum?
Absolutely, there was this amazing exhibit on space travel.
Wow, I've always been fascinated by space. I could talk about it for hours.
Me too. In fact, I learned so much that I didn't notice how quickly time was passing.
I know what you mean. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Exactly. Speaking of which, I sure have lost track of the time talking with you.
What do you mean by lost track of the time?
It means I was so engaged in our conversation that I didn't realize how much time had gone by.
Ah, I see. It happens to me too, especially when I'm chatting with a good friend like you.
It's a good sign of a great conversation. We should probably check the time more often, though.
Agreed. Let's make sure we keep an eye on the clock next time.
Day 78, big deal. In this dialogue, Taylor uses the expression big deal sarcastically to imply that Max's achievement is not impressive. Max asks for clarification, and Taylor explains the dual meaning of the phrase depending on the speaker's tone and context. They clear up the misunderstanding and agree to share their reading experiences. Here comes the dialogue. Hey Taylor, guess what? I finally finished that difficult book I was reading.
Big deal. I read 2 books this month.
Huh. What do you mean by big deal?
Oh, big deal is a phrase we use to say that something is not very impressive or important.
Oh, I see. Well, for me it was quite an accomplishment.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound dismissive. What was the book about?
No worries. It was about the history of the English language. Quite complex.
That does sound challenging. Maybe I should say, big deal, in a more positive way.
Yeah, it can also be used to show that something is important. It depends on the tone and context.
I'll remember that. Congrats on finishing your book, Max. That is a big deal, indeed.
Thank you, Taylor. Maybe you can read it next?
Sure, I'd love to. Let's swap our favorite books this month.
Great idea. It's a deal then. Day 79, what's the occasion? In this dialogue, Lucas sees Maya is happy and uses the expression, what's the occasion, to inquire about the reason for her celebration. Maya asks for clarification, and Lucas explains that it's a way to ask why someone is celebrating. They continue to discuss the special event, which is Maya's sister's birthday. Here comes the dialogue. Hey, Maya, you look really happy today. What's the occasion?
What do you mean by what's the occasion?
Oh, it's a phrase we use to ask someone why they are celebrating or if there is a special reason for their happiness.
Ah, I understand now. Well, it's my sister's birthday today and we're having a party.
That's wonderful. Birthdays are definitely a good occasion to celebrate.
Yes, they are. Do you want to come to the party?
I'd love to. I'll bring a gift for your sister. How old is she turning?
She's turning 21. It's a big milestone for her.
Indeed it is. A 21st birthday is a significant occasion.
Exactly. We have a lot of fun things planned for the party.
Great. I can't wait to celebrate the occasion with you all. Day 80, take your pick. In this dialogue, Jenny encourages Marco to choose a snack by saying, take your pick. Marco asks for the meaning of this expression, and Jenny explains that it's an invitation to choose freely from the available options. Marco understands and happily selects from the snacks, appreciating both the food and the new addition to his English vocabulary. Here comes the dialogue.
Hey, Marco. I brought a few snacks for our study session. Take your pick.
Take my pick? What does that mean?
It's an expression that means you can choose whatever you want from the options provided.
Ah, I see. What options do we have?
We have chips, fruit, and some homemade cookies.
Yum! I think I'll pick the cookies.
Good choice. They're my grandma's recipe.
By the way, can I use take your pick in other situations too?
Absolutely. Whenever there are choices, you can tell someone to take their pick.
Great to know. Thanks for the snacks and the new phrase.
You're welcome. Let's enjoy the food and get studying.